Hi, my name's Sean Darcy, President of Liston Tennis Club.
And I'm Dane, Nebel, the club coach.
Hi, welcome to our first go at doing a video and an update for some of the club and some of the things that we're doing on and around the club. Dane, I'd like to kick off with some of the things that we're doing at the end of last year around our Women's Premier League program. How did that come about, and what were your thoughts and what we're doing there?
Yeah, well, we started a girls in tennis program, looking to try to put in place a pathway where the girls that start off in our Hot Shots League teams and in our Saturday morning WRTA junior competition from as low as section 18, 19, are able to continue on through into junior pennant and tennis Victoria pennant and all the way up as high as Premier League. So we've started to put all the teams and the stepping stones in place that they can go all the way to Premier League. So we started we sort of use the theory, if you build it, they will come. And so we put in place a Premier League team and got a couple of the girls who have been great, Monica, the captain of that team, and Darcy, one of the players then involved in the coaching program to mentor and coach the up-and-coming girls. And we ended up winning the Premier League competition, which was great. And we've progressed further by introducing a Grade 1, a Grade 4 and a Grade 5 in the Tennis Victoria Women's Pennant. And it's been great because the Grade 1 girls that we've been able to recruit and bring into the club are there because they want to have the opportunity to practice with the Premier League girls and maybe be able to break into that team. And the same with our girls in Grade 4, which is basically the 12 and under girls state team, have a chance to work their way up into the Grade 1 team, hopefully next year. So the girls that started in our Grade 5 pennant have playing Section 4 on a Saturday morning in juniors. They've played junior pennant. So, we've established a pathway where from Sunday afternoon, Hot Shots League, our grand final is tomorrow, which is learning how to play competition. They're developed and ready to start actual competition in the local WRTA Saturday morning comp. They can move up through the sections and then try to get represented, try to represent the Western region in junior pennant. They can play all the other regions. And from that, then go to the ultimate level, which is Tennis Victoria Senior Pennant.
So it's interesting. As you've built that up and you've put the team together around the Premier League team, and we've now got the great program around the girls doing Grade 4 and Grade 5 pennant. How many of those girls have been homegrown that have come through the system, that you've built up from early days of coaching?
Yeah, well, the whole Grade 5 team.
Yep.
Half the Grade 4 team started on a Saturday morning just being taught how to play.
So the plan is then to,
yes.
As you identify groups of girls in the Hot Shots team, to take them through to pathways into Saturday morning, build them through the sections in Saturday morning whilst they do the specialised coaching with the women's captain of the Premier League team and some of the other Premier League team doing Darcy and Monica doing coaching, and then hopefully get them into Grade 1 and progressing into becoming, our own homegrown Premier League tennis. It's a fantastic program.
Yeah, absolutely. Because that's right. The girls that are playing Tennis Victoria Grade 5 pennant are homegrown. They learn how to play here. They play Hot Shots League. They played Section 20 Saturday morning. They're up to Section 4 now. They've represented WRTA and junior pennant. Now they're taking that next step into senior pennant.
Are you finding that teams from around the surrounding area or girls from the surrounding area starting to hear about the program and wanting to participate and coming and joining it now?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was the idea of starting at the top of the Premier League team. So already the girls in our Grade 1 team, besides some of our Premier League girls, Monica being the captain of that team, the top girls in the state, 14, 15, 16-year-olds are wanting to come and play here. For us in our Grade 1 team, the opportunity of being able to play in our Premier League team.
So how's the Grade 1 pennant team's been going at the moment, or the Grade 3 and 4 as well? 4 and 5.
Well, the Grade 1 pennant team is undefeated, and there's no chance they're going to lose this season. most dominant Grade 1 team since our Premier League team. And the Grade 4 girls haven't lost, and the Grade 5 girls who play on a Sunday haven't lost either.
Yeah,
so we're off to a good start.
So what's this done, Dane, from a retention point of view of girls' participation in the club, from identifying them in hot shots and going through to, Grade 1 pennant?
Yeah, well, look, we've always been able to develop good players, and without having the highest grades in place, unfortunately, eventually they go to the bigger clubs under scholarship like Kooyong. Example, Molly Pollack, who's won a national title up there on the board.
Yep.
And as a 12-year-old, 13-year-old, after being a national champion, went to Kooyong. We didn't have the Tennis Victoria pennant grades, in place where we could retain her. Now with our next generation, we've got some really great girls in the club like Grace Darcy and Harriet Stewart and Steffi Webb. Fantastic players of the highest level, state level. Rosie's waving over there as well. And now the pathway we've put in place with the pennant teams, we can offer them, to be able to stay here and go all the way up to Premier League.
What do you like about the program, Dane, in terms of the things that we've done and we've spoken about?
I love winning Premier Leagues. So what's the thing that you most get out of this program, from a personal level?
I'm completely biased there, Dane, and I'm a dad with 3 girls, and I probably wasn't going to be a dad that was going to go play netball, and tennis was something that I thought I could actually do with my girls.
Yeah.
So I was quite invested in wanting to become on the committee and president of the club, and also, be a participant in trying to help develop these great programs that we've got in place at the moment. I wanted to, see us doing great things around juniors, such as what we're doing for the Junior Fast 4, and I really want to see, that develop in the line of some of the great things that we've seen with Tennis Australia and the things that they're doing with Super 10s. And I love the program that we have at the moment within our Junior Fast 4 program, where they have an on-site coach working with the teams, and I think that's not only help progress our girls, but all our junior teams in their Saturday morning tennis and up the different sections within tennis to higher sections playing better quality tennis. And I think results are, really showing that.
Yeah, the results are showing. I mean, we had 9 teams in the grand finals of WRTA, and we were playing Fast 4 on a Friday night. They were all playing as a team. It was great preparation. And like I said, the coaches are out there coaching them to how they should be playing and giving them advice. And Monica's out there mentoring the girls, and the girls really warm to her and feel really comfortable around her, which is great. For the girls in the club to have a couple of female leaders, coaches, Premier League players that are just about in the club, and they can chat to, and makes them feel really comfortable. It's great.
I think it's great having those great female role models, and I in particular like the fact that those girls are great tennis players, but they're also great role models within our tennis community here. So, they're aspiring to be, professional tennis players or, professional in the workplace. And I think that's a great thing for our junior girls to be seeing when they're, working out what they want to do in the future too. So I think that's great.
Yeah, Monica's studying psychology.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
At university. One of our girls, Olivia Ryan, Grade 1 girls, is off to Penn State on a full scholarship next year, which is really exciting.
So Dane, what's Penn State? I haven't heard of that.
Pennsylvania State University, NCAA Division 1 US college, and Olivia Ryan has got a full scholarship for the next 4 years to go over and play for the tennis team, and then we'll be able to obviously study and pursue a career in whichever direction she wants to go.
Wow, that's another potential great role model in the future, isn't it, for our girls to be looking up to? So, I'd love to see our young girls, be aspiring to those sorts of things as well. So that's great.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Dane, Penn State, that sounds like a great pathway there.
Yeah.
What are some of the other things that the girls have done, in particular, maybe our Premier League girls? How well have they gone?
Well, we had a fantastic Premier League team last year. We had 3 girls in the top 10 in Australia playing our team. And we actually had 4 of our girls play in the main draw of the Australian Open, led by Irina Rodionova, who played Carolyn Wozniacki. And Alison Bai, Jess Moore, and Olivia Tanjamulia all played in the main draw of the Australian Open women's doubles. So pretty amazing that we had 4 players in our team all play in the main draw of the Australian Open.
Pretty good for a small club with only 6 courts, hey?
Yeah, not bad.